Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are in my bathroom, and my bathroom very seriously needs a few things. One, it needs to be cleaned, and two, it actually very much needs to be decluttered and organized because we are coming up on living in this house for almost 2 years now, which is crazy. I don't know where the time has gone, but I have not a single time decluttered or organized this bathroom. And when I show you inside the cabinets, you are going to believe me completely. It definitely looks like that. So we have a lot to get done in here. I have put this off so many times. I've come up with 1,000 reasons why I didn't have time to do this or why, it needed to get pushed to the bottom of the list. But today is the day we are finally tackling it. Let's get to it. I wanna hear you say that you only want me. So our ultimate goal here is to have a organized bathroom, but before we can organize, we need to declutter. Before we can declutter, we need to deep clean, and before we can deep clean, we need to tidy things up. But so far, we have decluttered our kitchen this year. That was huge. I also decluttered my closet, and both of those places have felt like such a breath of fresh air. And it's just amazing how much you accumulate when you're not decluttering regularly or when you don't do these big purges. It really makes such a big difference. So I am so beyond excited to be doing this today, and I'm excited to take you guys along with me and hopefully share all of this crazy motivation with you so that you can go through your own home, find the places that you need to declutter, deep clean, organize, all the things, and get to it with me today. And before we get going too far into this, go ahead and let me know in the comments, are you just watching and hanging out with a friend today and kind of banking this motivation for later? Or are you watching along with me as you declutter something or clean something in your own home? Let me know. You definitely do not have to feel alone in this. We are all working together today and getting things done and making our home the place that we know it can be and the place that we want it to be. So let's do this. I've shared this before, but my very favorite way to clean a bathtub is really just like kind of any cleaner, but this is either the CLR Brilliant Bath Cleaner or I'm out of it right now, but the Dawn Power Wash Spray works incredible. And then I just use any broom. I did find this one from tjmaxx recently. Anyway, all we're gonna do is just wet the bathtub down, spray the cleaner in it, and then you just scrub it with the broom. You can literally get one from Dollar Tree, and it will save your back. If you have not done this, you will thank me later. Trust me, it's amazing. And the bristles really just get up any of the mess on there. You may have to scrub if there's like a certain area that, really is rough. For the most part, you just need to use the broom and you'll be good to go.
Acting like everything's sane. I never asked you to stay, but you're staying. You're giving it all for the fame. Your vanity, you have no shame. None of it makes any sense. Can you feel it? I don't wanna hear all your table talk. Let me see the one who you really are. I know it's so easy to
are going to deep clean my shower. Not like a crazy deep clean where I'm pulling every single thing out and getting in like every tiny little nook and cranny, but we are going to clean like especially the bottom area, just that kind of gets a little like that soap mildew and all that stuff. So I am using the Zep grout cleaner and brightener. I've used this all over and it works incredibly. So I'm just going to clear like the floor area and spray this on, let it sit for just a couple minutes, and then you will see the after. I'll show you the after once we're done. It'll be totally clean and amazing. This stuff is like magic.
What are we doing?
So while that's sitting for a second, just to start working, I'm gonna show you the two things I'm gonna use. So one, I am gonna use my broom, my cleaning broom. I am going to use this, it's like the OXO tile scrubber. I don't remember exactly what it's called. These are nice because you can really get in like all those nooks and crannies, but it is on an extendable stick. So you don't have to, again, like be down on your hands and knees, scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing to get it clean.
I can't tell what's wrong or right. Should I go without saying goodbye? All I know is I need to be somewhere else to set me free. I don't know what to do now. Need to figure it out, but I don't know how. I hope the wind will carry me and take me away to where I should be. I don't know where I belong, but I keep on searching for my home. There's a hunger in.
All right, I am putting on my knee pads because I'm gonna be down here for a minute scrubbing my toilet. So the other night I was up late working on a video and I kept seeing Benji, our orange cat, in like our guest room, and he kept batting at something on the floor. So I was like, it could be nothing, but we're getting, you know, closer to the summer when scorpions come out. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna go over and make sure there's no scorpions. Anyway, so I was walking around with the black light looking for scorpions. There were none. I went into our bathroom, looked with the black light in our bathroom. It was really disgusting. I have to get in here and like not just like regular clean the toilet, but like crazy deep clean everything in here. So we are gonna do that today, and then I'll actually black light later tonight and show you the results of like if we got everything. But I'm gonna work my best to get everything. That's why I have these babies on and these on so that we can get this super clean. So this one is a bathroom cleaner. So I'm gonna try using that. And then we just have a toilet bowl cleaner, and then I'm also going to use these Dawn disinfecting wipes, and this is the Fresh Splash scent. And then I also have my steam shot so I can kind of steam some of the nastiness away too. So anyway, that's what we're going to be using in here, and we are going to clean this toilet.
Where the sun won't go away. Wide awake with an open mind, looking out from a mountain high. I don't know what to do now. Need to figure it out, but I don't know how. I hope
The toilet room feels very clean right now. I scrubbed it and wiped it all down and did all the steam stuff, and hopefully we will not see anything glowing in there any longer. Okay, so now that we have everything nice and clean, we are going to start decluttering everything. So basically we have a few different sections. We have our medicine cabinets. Kyle and I both have one of those. We each have some drawers, and down here in the cabinets are like the hardest part, but I'm just going to take one section out at a time, declutter it, and then I'll go back in and organize everything.
reel me in to get it going, open me up, sweet talking like you mean it, but you're making it so complicated.
The boys found this and Kyle put it in my medicine cabinet to scare me one day. So thanks for that, Kyle.
Don't call me just 'cause you're lonely. You know you're killing me slowly. No, maybe I'm yours.
Now, if you're noticing all the different things that I have in here, I used to get FabFitFun, and honestly, I loved it, but I really haven't used a lot of the skincare that I got because it really was not organized, just kind of tossed either into my medicine cabinet, or you'll see in a little bit, but it was tossed down in my lower vanity. And when things are not organized, you're just not likely to use them and utilize them properly. So I currently have my FabFitFun account paused, but I've been starting to slowly get back into face masks and kind of taking care of my skin a little bit better. So I hope to start that up again once I work through some of my current items, and it will be so much nicer now that I'm getting them all organized.
Just 'cause you're lonely. You know you're killing me slowly.
So I did declutter, and like we'll throw away a few things that I'm either not going to use or that it's used up product. So I did still keep quite a bit in here, but these are the things that I use every day. So down here I have like my everyday like face cream, deodorant, perfume, oils, things like that. This also is kind of everyday. So this is like, well, these are some under eye pads that I don't use, but I want to, so I'm putting them here so that I can use them. Then up here we have some random things like teeth whitening and those little face shaver things and like the jade roller. And then up here is kind of sunless tanning. And then this is just extra. We did keep all the things that I use in there, and one thing that I really want to start using, but everything else has been decluttered. Next, I'm actually going to move to Kyle's side because honestly, I'm gonna do my vanity area last. It's just a mess in there. So I want to get a little motivation, like boost going first.
We keep on telling lies. That is how we stay alive. So you know that I don't mind about what is wrong and what is right. We keep moving in different rhythms. Still I know what you feel.
Kyle actually uses most of the items in his mirror cabinet and drawers, but it really needed to be cleaned and reorganized. And then I went ahead and just decluttered a few things that were either out of date or things that he just no longer used, because that's just life. Sometimes your needs and desires change. But side note, I do want to mention, I love these small baskets and bins for organizing drawers. I feel like drawers can be so useful, but they do have to be organized. And these you can just pick up at Walmart, any Dollar Tree pretty much. You can find them all over the place. They're very inexpensive and they will change your drawer functionality so much. There's my cleaning gloves I was looking for. That would have been handy like 10 minutes ago. They're disgusting. Okay, we'll declutter these. We'll get different ones. And not to worry, this is a clean plunger. The plunger that we keep under the sinks for like unclogging drains of any kind that are not toilets. So it's a good one.
'Cause I am too blind to see when you're in front of me.
Anything that I'm keeping, I'm going to put it on the counter above whatever cabinet it was already in. And then when I go back to reorganize everything, then I will be able to like pull it down and know where it went, and also be able to change where I want it to go. And because we're on Kyle's side, I also am going to have a pile over here for when he gets home, like what works, like what doesn't work, what do you not want to keep, things like that.
We keep
As I was getting up close with these cabinets, they just reminded me so much how badly I really need to come down here and actually paint them and give them a nice fresh look, which I will definitely be using Beyond Paint for that. We've used that stuff in several makeovers recently, and I love that stuff so much. But anyway, I ended up finding that we had about equal parts of things that we got rid of. So about a third of the things that we got rid of were items that were empty containers or things that were out of date. So those went into the trash. And then another third ended up actually getting decluttered of just things that we didn't use. And the last third were items that we wanted to keep but did not belong and really just needed to go to a new home in a different part of the house. I feel like that's its own battle in itself, is just making sure that everything, one, has a home, and two, stays in its home.
That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide.
Two different minds, telling lies.
That's how we stay alive.
Time stops when we're alone. You got my love, don't let it go. Feels like we're paper thin, one step away from caving in. When you're out where all the wild roams, and you're looking for a way back home, I'll be like that only you can see.
Okay, this is something I've been waiting to put up until I organize down in here. But basically we have some plugs underneath the vanity that we added in when we were getting like all the lights put in the house. So what you do is you just like screw this into the wall, and then you can set all of your hair styling tools down here. And then I have the plug down there, and it'll be so nice. I can have it right where I need it. It'll be so nice. So we'll do that today if we get around to it. If not, we'll do it tomorrow, but we'll do it for sure like in this video. Perfect.
I'll be here when things go south. We can take our time just to figure it out. Oh, I'll be here when all gets lost. We can count on hope when there's rivers to cross. Oh, and I know our lives will always change, but our hearts forever stay the same. I'll be here when things go south. We can take our time just to figure it out.
I'm definitely in the it gets worse before it gets better phase, where I have like everything all over our counters, all over the floor, all over that counter. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I've kind of been slowly accumulating a couple things. This is something I found, these acrylic drawers, and they stack on each other so you can make them like however high or low you want. I found them on Amazon, but then I was looking on Walmart and I found them for like half the price. So anyway, I got 2 sets of those. So I have 8 of those drawers. I also still have like some of my own, you know, things that I already had before. And then I did get some baskets from Home Goods / tjmaxx. Ours is combined here. That is like the best place that I've ever found really to get baskets. You can just usually find them for a lot cheaper than you can other places. So those are kind of like the new items that I got. And then like I said, I do have some other things that I've had for years. Some are just in the garage storing right now. So we'll kind of pull out whatever we need, but we'll just slowly start organizing this. And then once I get it organized, I think I'm gonna do it on the counter, and then I'll start like putting things actually where they go.
I already know better. 24K got nothing on me. Make you want it forever. Try to play a game, but you don't play for keeps. Messing with a girl from the east side, yeah. Kinda love you, wanna
I've shared this a lot. Whenever you are organizing or decorating or anything, sometimes you get stuck, and I'm feeling a little stuck on these. And so I have what I want in there right now, but I'm going to start like working through some other things that I know I want in certain areas or organized a certain way. And then from there we can come back to that once I start to get more of a flow. So I think this basket will work perfectly for our washcloths. And I'm thinking one of these larger baskets will work great for like our regular towels, probably the bigger one.
I got me, I'm good. I'm head over shoes on hardwood. For me, you know I wrote the book. I'm moving along from somebody wrong. So go ahead, tell me all the ways you miss it. How you want me back in your bed. But I'm not around for hearing you out.
I will link this down below, by the way, because this is actually a hair towel and it's like by far the best one I've ever tried.
I gave you too much honestly, and you closed the door. Now you're calling me, but I don't need you anymore. Yeah, I already know better. 24K got nothing on me. Make you want it forever. Tryna play a game, but you don't play for keeps. Messing with a girl from the east side, yeah.
One thing I wanted to mention is don't always think that you need to use rigid square containers. Now that is best if you're working in a really tiny space, but if you declutter enough and your space allows, it can be so fun to incorporate other shapes of organizers into a space, like this oval basket, for example. This is definitely not going to be the best use of space. However, it's cute, it corrals all the items, and it actually gets me excited to pull out my hair masks because it looks so nice. Anytime that you can organize something in a container, it is going to stay nicer for longer. So I'm going to see if I can just use this old container that I have and put these in here. That way they're not like going to get shifted around as time goes on. And as a bonus, it ends up looking like actually more intentional and not just, you know, kind of set there. Now this was actually a pottery piece that I thrifted and totally not intended for organizing, but it worked in the space, and how cute did it end up being. Also, this little glass I'm using to hold our hand sanitizers is just an old reused candle jar. So truly, whenever you're organizing a space, get creative with organizing, use what you have, and a lot of times you'll be surprised at what you don't have to buy or what you can make work in your space.
Always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out, even after all of these years. You still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out.
As you can tell, it is a new day. I had to run some errands. I also had to order from Walmart a couple jars just to like finish organizing some things like the shower steamers and Epsom salt for the bath and things like that. So we don't have like a ton to do, like kind of some more of the fun stuff, because I'm also gonna make some labels. I feel like labels make organization look so much nicer and also just be a lot more practical, but it's already feeling, well, kind of already feeling a lot better, kind of, we're still really deep in it, but it's gonna be all done today. So these are the 2 jars that I got from Walmart. This one is just a half-gallon, one of those like Anchor hockey, and I'm sure you guys have seen them. And this is the thing that's going to make it so it's actually easy to use. So maybe I'll end up using this one for the Epsom salt, and then this one can have like the shower steamers and things like that in there. Like how this says it's a 1 cup. Does that seem like crazy huge for a 1 cup? That seems like so massive. I don't know. That's what it says. Oh, it says it on here. This one's a 1/4 cup. I don't know. I think their measurements look a little off, but whatever. So this is just like your basic Epsom salt. And what I do like to do is actually add in some essential oils just so you have that nice scent. And if you haven't used Epsom salt before, it's perfect to like add into bath. It's detoxifying. You just sprinkle it in, it kind of dissolves, and it's awesome. So to this Epsom salt, I am just adding some essential oils to make and scent my own bath salts. And then as I mentioned, I'm just adding in some shower steamers into this jar, making them really nice and inviting looking. And that's actually what I really wanted to do with this whole left cabinet. I wanted it to be, of course, very functional, but also look inviting so that it's easy to grab whatever bath items we want to use, and we're more encouraged to open it up and grab things out because of how nice it looks. And I think in the end, that's exactly what we accomplished here. To really organize in here for the most part is these last few drawers. I have like the worst cracks on my heels, and so I'm always like trying to do things to help those. So I have some different tools that I use for that. So now on this side we have like face, like these are masks, enzyme peels, and face washes and scrubs. And then this is hair items. And then these are literally all for feet. So this is like foot creams, foot mask, these sock things that have like jelly on the inside so you can put lotion on that doesn't, you know, seep into your sock. This is like the callus cream and things like that to help soften your feet so you can do that. Here's the pumice stones and that tool, and then gloves, because you're not supposed to touch the callus cream on like your soft skin. It's only really supposed to go on the calluses. And there we go.
Something I can never be without, yeah. I'm in your command. Thought I was a man of my own, but it's been 2 years. I'm only a shadow of the good on me now. A breeze in my ear, 'cause you know I cannot say no to you. Feeling like home, but should it be like this? Locked up in your dome. You know I fight for you. What do I do? Every time you call my name. What do I do? You're whipping me into madness.
I don't know why, but it is so satisfying to me to cut labels with my Cricut machine, and then weeding them is also so satisfying to do and watch. But I love adding labels in areas that have small scale and detailed organization, just like we're doing right here with these small little acrylic containers. That way it's easy to immediately find what you're looking for, and it also makes it easier to maintain that organization because you know where everything should go.
Apologizing when you've started it. Why? Under a spell. I really wonder, how did it come to this? Go see my friends, but then I realized they're all your friends. Is this who I am? You see me running around in circles, feeling so sweet, but should it be like this? I'm loving the heat, I think I'm losing it. What do I do? Every time you call my name.
Okay, now we're going to tackle this area under here. Here's my makeup case. I probably will keep it under here just because it's really convenient. This is my travel case, and these are the bags of travel items like earrings or like extra contacts, lots of extra contacts, because I couldn't find this, or I like didn't know where it went when I was packing the last few times. So I just put them in like Ziploc bags, and then I left them in there to be convenient, and then I forgot I had more. So I actually love this travel bag, but I'm gonna put it in my closet where it actually goes, and I'll empty those out. So now what we're doing though is going to install this. This was just on Amazon, but it's gonna be really cool because you're able to like put different things. You just kind of store them in there, and then I can just plug them in down under here, and I don't have to store them under there. And they're also so easy to put away that I'm not going to, fingers crossed, leave them on my counter.
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, got no chance, no chance.
I am so thankful that Kyle is always so willing to help me on my random projects, big or little. You guys know he's always a good sport with everything, but seriously, this organization piece has been a game changer. I went from leaving my brush and hair tools on the counter more often than not to not leaving them on the counter a single time ever since installing this. It's just made it so easy and convenient to put it all away. All right, we are finally down to the tiny details. So I found this elephant ear plant from our local grocery store. We stopped by there the other night and I thought, this is so pretty. It is live, but I feel like I can keep it alive. We'll see. But how pretty is that? I thought that would look so gorgeous in the corner by the bathtub. And then I also want to just refill a few things like the Q-tips, some mouthwash. Several years ago, my parents had changed out their trash can in the bathroom for like a larger trash can, because I feel like everybody always goes for these small ones, which I totally get, but I feel like they just fill up quickly. We found this guy at Home Goods. It's definitely not like a full-size trash can or anything, but it looks really cute and I just feel like it's going to look nicer and also just fit our needs better. And then literally the only thing we have left is to tackle these floors. They do need tackled, but I'm just gonna use my Roborock Dyad Pro, knock those out really quick, and then I'll show you where we landed with everything.
I see your stories and I can't believe all the people you meet. Think you belong with everybody else, but you belong with me. And there's nothing I can do, 'cause you don't see straight when it comes to her. No, she's gonna eat you up whole and spit you out, and then you'll be free. Every piece.
Here I'm just using my Roborock Dyad Pro, and I know a lot of you guys have been waiting to find this back in stock because they keep selling out, but as of now, while I'm recording this, they are officially back in stock, so I will be linking them down below. If you are interested in the Roborock Dyad, you guys will absolutely not regret that decision. It's such a game changer when it comes to cleaning your floors. I absolutely love it.
Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me close.
Oh my gosh, you guys, everything is so beautiful and feels so clean now, but it's also decluttered. So we only have just what we want and just what we use. And every drawer and cabinet is beautifully organized. It just feels like a huge weight has been lifted, and it's definitely a space that we can enjoy coming into now instead of feeling stressed and wanting to get out of here as soon as possible. I absolutely love when function meets aesthetics. So everything looks nice, but it's also not just looks. It's all about that functionality that we've added into the space by minimizing the things that we have and organizing as best we could the things that we're keeping. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I am planning to repaint all of these cabinets to something a little brighter and a little bit more modern. Like I said, I'm going to be using Beyond Paint. I love that stuff, and I'm thinking we might just end up keeping all of our bathroom cabinets the same color. So we might use the color Pebble, and it's just like a really pretty taupe color. It's going to totally elevate this bathroom and make the cabinets match kind of the rest of the look, and I cannot wait. I'm sure I'll share that in an upcoming house projects video with you guys. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and if you're looking for some more motivation, I'm going to link this video just for you on the right side of the screen. I actually don't think that you've seen this one, and you are going to love it. I hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!